Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hangtime Fusion Podcast. Today, I'm joined by my good friend Hooper from Hangtime Thrills, and we were supposed to have a special guest, but he is running late. He's Jordan from Coaster 8. He's actually one of my friends, and he's a really good friend. We used to go to Six Flags over Texas together all the time. Now he's kind of ghosted on me. Like, he's active more these days, but like not that much. But I have Hangtime Thrills with me, so that's...
Hello.
Yes, hello. Howdy. And so, yeah, let's get right into the podcast. Today's topic is going to be when might we see the next B&M Invert be placed. This video idea, I actually got it from Great American Coasters video where like, will we see another B&M Invert? I'm like, hey, I have a new topic for the next Hangtime Fusion. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna share my opinions first. So B&M Inverts, they started with Batman the Ride in 1992 at 1993 at Six Flags Great America, and
that was 1992, I think.
Was it? Okay, fine. I stand corrected. So, yeah. And then that led to a bunch of parks, a bunch of, like, new additions of Batman clones along the way, including one at my home park. So, yeah, that's cool. It's the only B&M we have at Over Texas, so I'm pretty sad. Over Texas is trash. But, so, yeah. And then... other than that, some custom B&M inverts have been installed, including Montu at Busch Gardens Tampa, Alpengast at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, Raptor at Cedar Point, Talon at Doherty Park, and Silver Bullet and Banshee at Kings Island, and Silver Bullet at Knott's Berry Farm. So the last B&M invert was Banshee at Kings Island back in 2014, and they are actually in Gronalund, which is a small little park in.
Are you talking about like the U.S.? And I'm pretty sure that there were inverts made in Europe and China, and Asia. I mean.
China. Well, if it was made in China, then it would definitely be like a knockoff, a Golden Horse knockoff. So yeah, but Gronalund is building a new B&M invert soon. It's going to be called. I don't know. Do you know what it's going to be called?
It's rumored to be called Blue Harvest.
Yes, Blue Harvest, yes. And it looks like a pretty solid ride. Actually a pretty unique fit for that kind of place. So, yeah, I'm really excited. For that. Hopefully I'll get out to Germany sometime. But that's not going to be 2020. I can definitely guarantee you that. Other than that, there's no really like big plans for any like B&M inverts coming. So I think it's time to share my opinions on where they could go. All right, so the first spot will be. I was thinking Six Flags New England. Now, if Six Flags New England were to get a B&M invert, it would definitely be a Batman clone. And two, I don't really see Six Flags affording another invert after all these years, but it would be cool to see like vests on Batman though.
Yeah.
So yeah. Another spot I could go is I was gonna say California's Great America, but then I remembered they don't have a invert. They do have an invert there, flight deck. So yeah, that's pretty much a rip. I could see a few smaller parks getting them, like Kennywood or Hershey. Wait, Hershey already has a B&M invert.
Yeah, Hershey has a Great Bear.
Yeah, so the problem with it is a lot of parks like really love B&M inverts. They've been installed all around the places, which leaves like little places for them.
I think that. Sorry for interrupting. I think that Canada's Wonderland could use one. Just like remove flight deck and time warp and use that plot of land for a B&M invert.
Yes, I could definitely see them doing that. Like keep like the same queue line station, just like replace it with a B&M invert. So yeah, first thing I could see Canada's Wonderland get it, and then back to the smaller parks. I think Kennywood, it would be a very unique fit for them. seeing as they just got another modern kind of coaster with a steel curtain last year.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see like this kind of old timey classic park, and then see this like huge modern B&M Invert stick out over the place. So yeah, I could see them doing that.
I just kind of thought of this. What about Dollywood and Silver Dollar City?
Oh well, okay. So for Silver Dollar City, there is a problem with that. Guess what's down the road? Six Flags St. Louis. Guess what's in Six Flags St. Louis?
Actually, no. Also, Worlds of Fun is closer to Silver Dollar City than Six Flags St. Louis. But
Yeah.
2 out of the 3 major parks in Missouri have inverts. So yeah, I do agree with that. But what about Dollywood?
Well,
Dollywood just got a suspended coaster,
yeah.
Dragonflyer, but like that's a family coaster. I could see like in 2023 they got a full-on B&M Invert.
Yeah, B&M Invert, but then, like we said in the last one with Coaster Daddy, I think it'll just be like very. I think
that was not the last one.
Oh,
that was not the last podcast. I was like 2 or 3 ago.
2 or 3 ago, we said to like Coaster Daddy. I think the GP would just say like, "Oh, they ripped off." See, with B&M Inverts, like they're kind of GP pleasers. So for Silver Dollar City, I think they would say like, "Oh, they ripped off Batman or Patriot over at World Fun," you know. And for Dollywood, I think they'll just say, "Oh, that's just basically an upscale Dragon Flyer." I think it definitely would be if like they had the same like kind of green color scheme, which is just an awful color scheme in my opinion.
You don't like that? Oh my god, I honestly love looking at Dragon Flyer through off-ride footage, and like I'm super excited to get some pictures of it up soon.
Yeah. I don't know. Green just like it doesn't have like this. I like coasters that
I
have
agree
like
with that, but like the light green, like the neon light green on Boomerang at Six Flags St. Louis and Dragon Flyer, I actually really like those.
Yeah, that's cool. But I don't know. I like coasters with like more kind of menacing color schemes. Like think about X2 that has that very dark kind of.
I do agree with that.
Yeah, and then and like think about like Banshee has that like very dark purple-ish kind of thing.
With the blue, yeah.
Yeah. So back to smaller parks. I think so. Adventureland just removed a coaster, so maybe a
Dragon, and then they're getting a 40 free spin.
What? Please tell me
Yeah.
you're joking. Okay, seriously. Ugh. I hate those 40 free spins. I have mixed opinions on them. Like the one, like
when I went to Six Flags Great Adventure, Joker was closed.
Huh.
So
well,
yeah,
you weren't really missing out on anything. Free spins are just really kind of okay. I mean, I'm not even really the biggest fan of them.
I've heard that they can be really hit or miss. Like I personally think that like they'll be kind of fun because of the attractions I've done that spin you in like a 4D nature. They've been really fun.
Yeah. The best is always going to be Edgenica though.
Yeah.
Unless Cedar Point gets a SNF 40, which we talked about in the first podcast.
Yeah. Cedar Point has absolutely zero room for that.
Well, if they
like
Well, if they actually like expand, you know that little parking lot by the Magnum or anything. If they expand that land a bit, they could possibly fit in. Like they could have the inside Raven turn after the first drop be like through Magnum structure. How cool would that be?
Okay, that would be awesome.
Yeah, have like this new soundtrack for it. That'd be awesome. So yeah. Other than that, I think a lot of Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which is a park in England, they got like the mock rides Icon, right? So they just got Icon. And if they rip out like Infusion, they could do like some sort of like Infusion 2.0 where like they have like a B&M Invert version of Infusion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
And if they and like they would basically like keep the name and all that. Maybe they'd advertise it as like Infusion has been brought back to life. But then the problem with it is they would just say like, oh hey, that's just the GP would just be like, oh hey, that's Nemesis. We already did Nemesis at Alton Towers.
Yeah.
And Nemesis.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, but this is going back to the thing, to the one going to Adventureland. It might be a custom free spin.
Oh, custom. Okay, so wait, do you mean like it's gonna like take a turn out of the station, go up a lift hill, and then like?
I have no idea. It might just be like a taller and longer version of the originals, but like it's not confirmed, so nobody knows.
Yeah. So, and then yeah, but then again, like I mean, England already has like 2 inverts, so I wouldn't be surprised. They're kind of like in a Missouri state where, like a Missouri position where like they have 2 inverts at 2 of their major parks. They have Nemesis at Alton Towers and then Inferno at Thorpe Park.
Thorpe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they make Infusion 2.0, that wouldn't really be a surprise because I feel like, and also Thorpe Park really loves B&M for some reason. Like they have like
They only have 2, don't they? Swarm and Inferno.
Swarm and Inferno. Yeah, the other 2 are just Intimates, Stealth, and then there's one Gerstlauer and then one Vekoma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a Vekoma, which is Walking Dead.
That's Saw. Oh yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah. So then, yeah, I could definitely see either like Kennywood or the Hershey Parks or something like that and go there.
Yeah.
Maybe like so which Fun Spot park has Freedom Flyer again?
I'm checking RCDB right now. That's Fun Spot America.
So if they do get like Fun Spot America, they could like make like a taller, like bigger version of.
Actually, no. That's Fun Spot Orlando.
Oh, so then for Fun Spot Orlando, if they make maybe they could make a bigger version of Freedom Fire for like the older crowd and coaster enthusiasts like us.
I don't think that they can afford a B&M Invert. This is Fun Spot we're talking about.
Well, Fun Spot isn't really as cheap as Six Flags though, so like they could. I mean, if they could afford the Gravity Group, they can afford like an Invert, you know.
That is not true.
Huh.
Gravity Groups are pretty cheap.
Yeah. Well, that's true. So I could actually see Six Flags buying a Gravity Group for the park. Maybe what if they like replace?
I don't understand why Six Flags hasn't purchased a GCI or Gravity Group. Like they're both not super expensive.
They only have like a few GCIs. Like they have a few Roars, and then they have like.
They have Apocalypse.
And then they have Apocalypse.
I swear they have one more. I just forgot the name of it.
Roar at America.
Roar and then Apocalypse.
Yeah, they used to have a Roar at Discovery Kingdom too, but
yeah, that's why I said Roar. So
yeah, I could definitely see like maybe if like Six Flags purchases a Gravity Group at like over Texas, they could like replace Judge Roy Scream because that thing needs to be like it's not rough, it's just kind of boring and just there, you know.
Yeah, like I'm gonna discuss that in my new video coming this Sunday on Next Coaster Removed from each Six Flags park. I don't think Judge Roy Scream will be the next coaster to go. I think that is actually La Vibora, because that's a.
Oh yes, remove La Vibora immediately. That thing is terrible.
Really?
Yeah, it slams your butt crack around, and I hate it. Like the only time I'm gonna go ride it is going to be just because I'll get like a POV of it, just to get a POV of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be. So yeah, then, I mean, I guess they could like see if Groenelund could purchase a B&M Invert. I think Fun Spot can too. Maybe on like the smaller scale, maybe like a B&M Family Invert, but then it would also kind of be ripping off Freedom Flyer a bit.
Yeah.
So I could see that. Yeah, they could get like a smaller scale kind of invert, and then yeah, that's about all the parks I can think of that need inverts.
In the U.S. at least.
Yeah, in the U.S. at least. Yeah, so then...
I'm just trying to think, like...
Yeah,
honestly...
Like, what other, like, kind of small-ish parks could get inverts?
My brain is not working. No, I was about to say King's Dominion, but they cannot do that because Busch Gardens, Williamsburg has.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if Merlin can do it with Nemesis and Nemesis Inferno, I think Kings of
But
Dominion.
like the thing is, they're owned by the same people, and they're still like 4 hours away.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's
Busch
true.
Gardens and King's Dominion, they're owned by different people, and they're only like an hour and 10 minutes away.
Yeah, but they're not gonna like sue or anything for like copy.
No, I know, but like they've just had this ongoing relationship where they won't add the same thing that another one adds. Like, have you ever wondered why King's Dominion ended up getting a launched invert instead of a normal lift hill invert? That's because Alpengeist.
Oh.
Have you ever wondered why Busch Gardens Williamsburg got Invader and didn't get a large scale wooden coaster? That's because of Hurler. And if you ever wondered why King's Dominion got Intimidator 305 and not a B&M Hyper, that's because of
Busch Gardens Williamsburg.
Apollo's Chariot.
Yeah, Apollo's Chariot, which is an elite hyper, by the way, and I said it.
It is an elite hyper, or it isn't?
It is.
I would beg to differ.
Huh. It
doesn't look like it looks a mid tier in my opinion. Like the airtime doesn't look that good or that bad actually.
I think
like its setting is awesome.
Yeah,
but, like,
I think the setting
it doesn't look
definitely
like the
is
strongest airtime.
Definitely. So, yeah, and then the next point is going to be now that we're like kind of done with the B&M inverts. I want to go to let's go over, like we were speaking of Florida earlier, and I want to go and see what could they add in Universal's new Epic Universe. And
yes,
so they're building a new theme park called Epic Universe, right? And I think they're going to also incorporate their Nintendo World kind of place into it as well.
I'm pretty sure.
So I think what rides do you think could end up there?
I'm pretty sure that they're opening with a dueling Intamin. I think.
That's
but I think they're opening with a dueling Intamin. But it's like a family Intamin. Like a family dueling. Like
dueling Hagrid.
Yes, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening.
I'm actually thinking that could be like a really cool, like kind of How to Train Your Dragon-ish, like kind of ride, or there could be like two dragons.
They don't own the rights to that. That's
dude. If they could make a Shrek ride, they can make a dragon ride.
How to Train Your Dragon isn't Paramount, I don't think.
No,
How to Train Your Dragon.
It's DreamWorks, and guess what? Also DreamWorks Shrek, and then
Shrek.
They also have a Shrek ride at Universal's main park.
No, yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, so yeah, and then another thing is I think they could also like probably load it up with like a bunch of simulators and stuff like that, and
yeah.
And another cool thing I kind of want Universal to start doing is like making their own kind of ideas and like properties, like just for that ride, you know?
Yeah.
I think they could maybe start doing that.
Do you know what I've never understood?
What?
Why people don't like why parks don't have an office dark ride.
Oh,
that
would be legend. That would be legendary.
It would be so awesome. Just somebody needs to buy the property of that and just turn it into a dark ride.
Well, it is owned by NBC, which also owns Universal, so I could see that happening. But dude, that would be awesome.
That needs to happen immediately.
But what would be like the plot though? Like something like causes.
It doesn't matter. There just needs to be an office of dark ride. I don't care I don't care. I just need it.
Yeah, that would actually be insane, honestly.
Like, who would not like it? Like, who
wouldn't?
It's disappointing.
Yeah, I know. I just think that'll be crazy. I might actually design that like in Planet Coaster or something like that.
Yeah.
I need to like think of a story for it though, something like that. But
yeah.
So I could definitely see that happening because it is owned by NBC and all that. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to Epic Universe, and I hope to vlog there when it opens, assuming I get back to Florida. Which, speaking of which, in a few weeks I'm actually going to Florida. So if E-Type, Coast Track, or Theme Park Hunting, if you guys are watching this and you want to meet up, just let me know.
Just DM them on Instagram.
Yeah, I will. Like I'm not gonna force you. I'm not gonna like force you to come there, but like I'm just gonna say, hey, if you want to meet up, I'm a big fan of your channel, and I'd like to. Like I'm not trying. Like it's so weird. I'm trying to like balance like being like friendly me with like I don't want to also like come off like kind of creepy. Hello, my name is Coaster Fusion. I kidnap enthusiasts and force them to bring them to parks.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. So yeah. If you don't want to go, I totally understand that. I'm good. So yeah. And if anyone's like a Texas enthusiast want to meet up with me at like SeaWorld San Antonio or Fiesta Texas or anything, just let me know. So yeah, we've covered like what might come to Epic Universe. I don't really have a lot of ideas for it, and then we covered our ideas of where the next B&M Invert will go. I think then for the next podcast, we'll continue the B&M legacy and focus on flying coasters next.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So we might do that. It's getting to be 20 minutes, so that's around the place we wrap up. So I think that's gonna do it for today's Fusion podcast. So be sure to subscribe to both of our channels and follow both of us on Instagram. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And until next time, thrill seekers. SL, see you later. By the way, yes, I do have a new catchphrase, and it's SL, see you later. So I'll definitely be using that more in videos.
Alrighty, see ya.
All right, bye.